Last time I was here, I think was 2018. It was somewhere between 2017 and 2019, but it was for the major here at the Konopiście. So that was my last event. I don't remember how I played, but I recall like the last couple of times I've gotten second and third. So no wins here yet, but looking forward to playing this week and hopefully changing that. So I've been looking forward to coming to Europe for an extended period of time for a few years now. It was actually the year that COVID came about. So 2020, I was going to do an extensive Euro tour, and then same with 2021 and 2022, but just didn't work out because there was still restrictions going on. So this year, the Euro Tour really partnered up with the Disc Golf Pro Tour and their Media Disc Golf Network, and the European Disc Golf Pro Tour was taken off. So it all fell together. So I'm out in Europe for 8.5 weeks, playing 8 tournaments. So this is stop number 3 for me, and stop number 2 for the Euro Tour. So that's what really brought it together. Yeah, so my first stop here in Europe was in Madrid, Spain. We installed a disc golf course there just outside I guess it's in city limits. And it's at the university there. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's at the university there. And a shorter technical course, but with it being in Madrid, tons of people there. So lots of traffic. So the goal there is to give disc golf to those that know what disc golf is and introduce disc golf to those who may have never seen or heard of it. So very successful, ribbon cutting and all that. So I look forward to checking in and seeing how it's going. But if you're ever in Madrid, Spain, there is a disc golf course in the city limits now. It's always great coming here. I mean, the city is just so beautiful, and the history and just the architecture. I was big into architecture growing up, so to see that, it's just really cool. And it's just like just wow, everywhere you turn it's just wow. So I look forward to going down there a little bit more, staying more towards Prague versus being over here in Konopiště, just because of that, just to explore it a little bit more. And this course is so big that you can't be out here all day playing it. It's just so taxing on the body. So just being a little bit further away is kind of limiting that more what I need versus what I want. So I think it's going to help overall. Well, so when we first landed, we landed pretty early, like I think 7:30 or 8 in the morning on Monday. So we couldn't check into our Airbnb for a little bit. So we basically parked up by the castle, and we basically just walked for hours up over there. So we stayed on that side of the river, and then we walked across the bridge and then just turned right back. So everything was on, I guess, the west side of the city, across the river. So we got some more exploring to do. The course overall is freshly mowed. They're trimming still. We got one more practice day, and it's looking better than I remember. Obviously some trees have fallen in the time, but it's just cleared out, clean, mowing still going on. All the OBs are up. It's a beautiful property. And it's a bucket list course. So if you haven't played it, get out here, check it out. It is temporary, unfortunately. So you might as well come out, play it, and watch at the same time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the crowd that's going to show up. I know you got Jakob out here, not hometown. I mean, it's within an hour, but home country. So I know they'll be coming out here rooting him on, and a lot of the Europeans. And I'm looking forward to playing and seeing how many people show up, because this is kind of an isolated area from the rest of the tournaments that I play. A lot of them are up in Norway, Sweden, Finland, and what kind of crowds show up there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we get here in Czech. I mean, I think that's obvious with Jakub here, and then Niklas Antila is the next highest rated at this tournament, and he's been having a great year. Last year, same thing. So he's one that's definitely going to be there at the end. And then there's so many young players still. I can't think of their names, but there's a ton of them. Like last week in Croatia, the kid shot over par, 2 under par, and then he dropped to 12 under par, which was the hottest round of the tournament. So I think there's a lot of talented players that can do that this week. But there's so many of them, I can't name them all. I'm just looking forward to seeing how it goes. I look forward to my trip here in Europe and the future stops, because so many of them I have never been to. I've only been to, from here on, the only place I've been is Skellefteå and Finland. And there's 3 other events I look forward to stopping at and learning about, and then just exploring more here in Prague and the country overall. And I think we all know that disc golf's going to be good, so hopefully everyone's tuning in.